So hey guys, so I'm going to predict night 2 winners of WrestleMania Sunday. So first of all, how did you guys like yesterday's WrestleMania? Was it up to your expectations, or personally speaking, night 1 WrestleMania didn't come to my expectations? It was a bit of a lackluster WrestleMania. So coming to night 2 predictions of WrestleMania, the opening match, the blockbuster match of this year's WrestleMania, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. So I'm going to go with Obafemi. Obafemi is going over. I hope it's not a squash match, and I think Brock is going to put Obafemi over. So I'm going for Obafemi to win tomorrow at night 2 at WrestleMania. Obafemi is going to win this by a long shot. I hope it's not a squash match. That's the best thing. And then the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. So personally, I'm happy to see that Intercontinental Championship is being defended in WrestleMania, because that's the least defended in a title, main title. And we have 4 high flyers, 1 high flyer plus a power lifter, technical wrestler combination, and 1 power lifter. So in that, I think I'm going to go with Javon Evans. Javon Evans might be winning tomorrow at the ladder match, night 2. Personally speaking, tomorrow I think it's going to be the NXT Stars WrestleMania. That's because we have 3 NXT young stars who is going to make their WrestleMania debut. That's Obafemi, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams. And personally speaking, tomorrow is going to be their night, and they have WWE won't miss that ball. Tomorrow, these 3 young stars are going to rise, and it's going to be their WrestleMania. So the third match, Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. I'm going to go with Trick Williams is going to win that match. But if WWE decides to make Sami Zayn a nuclear level heel, so WWE might pull the trigger, make Sami Zayn win tomorrow. That's the best way to make Sami Zayn the ultimate heel. If Sami Zayn wins by some kind of crooked technique, then Sami Zayn is going to go as a heel. And personally speaking, now I think Trick Williams is the babyface and Sami Zayn is now working as the heel going on to WrestleMania, because everybody is seeing Sami Zayn as the person who is taking other wrestlers' spot at WrestleMania. See, for example, in WrestleMania 40, he took Chad Gable's spot, and he won the Intercontinental Championship from Gunther. Nobody's going to forget that. So everybody's tired of Sami Zayn, and I think Sami Zayn is going to lose, but I think WWE might pull the trigger for making Sami Zayn heel. And then we have the anticipated return of Finn Balor's Demon versus Dominic Mysterio. So the funny thing that I heard about the Demon's return is that Demon will be painting some company's names on his signature paintings. That means you have seen that Prime logos and all that, some kind of logos will be there on his body, and because he's going to get 30% profit shares of that particular company. Likewise, I've heard in some of the dirt sheets. So the Demon Finn Balor is going to be a corporate demon tomorrow coming into WrestleMania, and I think it's going to be a squash match, because if Dominic Mysterio is to be Dominic Mysterio is coming as a heel alone, and if Finn Balor needs to be made credible again, then it's going to be a squash match. Otherwise, the Judgment Day should involve all the members of Judgment Day should get involved in that particular matchup. or otherwise some surprise entry, another new entry in Judgment Day should come tomorrow. That's the one thing, that's a wild card. Some kind of surprise person should come tomorrow and should cost Finn Balor the matchup. That's going to be a big surprise. Maybe that's going to happen. That we all have to see. And then we have the women's championship, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. And personally, I think Rhea Ripley is going to win that championship match. And we have the main event of WrestleMania. That's CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Another added stipulation in that match also, that if Roman Reigns is going to lose, he is going to leave WWE. That's one stipulation in that match. So I think Roman Reigns is going to lose that match tomorrow. That's because Roman Reigns is going to take a long hiatus and is going to return only in in November, later this year. So I know, guys, Roman Reigns is advertised for tomorrow's Raw. So that might be some kind of a farewell speech for Roman Reigns. He might come tomorrow in Raw for giving a farewell speech and all that. And I think CM Punk is going over this time. CM Punk might be retaining the World Championship tomorrow at WrestleMania. So that's my predictions of tomorrow's WrestleMania. I'm going to go with the NXT boys, Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and the Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley is going to win. Otherwise, if we want to make the credibility or increase the credibility, Jade Cargill might win that match. And we have the main event. CM Punk is going to go over. And yes, all guys, you have seen that segment on SmackDown when CM Punk and Cody Rhodes just Gerald Zexier, I show speed. Yeah, guys, yesterday's one of my predictions came wrong. I show speed, he lost that match. I wanted Vision and I show speed to win yesterday's match. Yes. Yes, I liked how I show speed was presented in that matchup, because in the last he just came onto the top rope and did a big splash on Logan Paul, and he created a WrestleMania moment. See, coming from outside the wrestling industry and performing that kind of a splash, that's not an easy task. I show speed that he performed very well. That's a very good thing. Gerald Suxcr, yes. And how did you like yesterday's WrestleMania? Personally, I did not like yesterday's WrestleMania. It's one of the worst WrestleManias that I've ever seen in my entire life. I've been watching wrestling for more than 25 years, and this was the worst WrestleMania that I've seen. The main event sucked, absolutely sucked to the core, and mainly because of Randy Orton's back injury. So I think they're going to pull a 2009 on this one, because back in 2009 Randy Orton lost to Triple H in the WrestleMania main event. Then at Backlash he won the title back again. So I think again at Backlash Randy Orton is going to win the WWE Championship from Cody Rhodes. That's the thing that I think. And we have Pat McAfee has been removed from WWE permanently, but they have advertised Pat McAfee and Randy Orton versus Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes at Backlash. It will be interesting to see how things would turn out in the coming days. So I think it's going to be a tag team match. Guys, did you see Cody Rhodes' eyes after that punt kick? Randy Orton punt kicked Cody Rhodes so hard that his eyes got shut down. See, that was a brutal kick, man. I don't know if Randy Orton did that on purpose or not, but that was very brutal. See, that kind of moves, if he had done during the match and not after the match, would have been a best WrestleMania ending, because we haven't seen that kind of brutality in the WrestleMania main events for a long period of time. There was blood, yes, there was blood in that match, and getting blood in WrestleMania main events, that's a cool thing. We don't get enough blood in main events and all that, but both of their faces after the WrestleMania matches was absolutely cooked up. If they have done those kind of moves during the matchup and not after the matchup, then it would have been better. So I think the WrestleMania main event sucked, and the most dreadful thing about this one is the WrestleMania matches of Saturday. It was absolutely worse, because WrestleMania matches should be on for a longer period of time, and every today's matches, everything was below 10 minutes. Most of the matches were below 10 minutes, because if you have taken count of the time that the WrestleMania matches were performed, the total count of the total performing time is just less than 1.5 hours. See, this was a 4-hour show, and if you account for that entrances and all other backstage promos and thing, if you account for 1 hour, then we are actually seeing 1.5 hours of wrestling, 1 hour of entries, then total 2.5 hours of wrestling, and the remaining 1.5 hours is for purely commercials. And for 4 hours of WrestleMania, we are wasting 1.5 hours time for the commercials. See, TKO is making us wait for longer matches, because back in Vince's era, when we were seeing the matches, everything was aligned so perfectly. There was no rest time. We used to see 5 hours of WrestleMania without any interruptions. But now the interruptions are very hard. The first hour on WrestleMania is on ESPN, then the remaining of the show is not out of ESPN, then it goes to the app and all that. That's purely business, man. And guys, have you seen the pyrotechnics of this year's WrestleMania? The pyrotechnics was actually graphics on the big screen. There was no actual pyrotechnics on this year's WrestleMania. Some small pyrotechnics on top of the screen. Otherwise, it was only on the screen, the pyrotechnics, and the sound of the pyrotechnics coming out. WrestleMania is actually known for the pyrotechnics and the grandeur, and they have reduced it completely. There was no fireworks this time, man. Absolutely boring. No fireworks at all. Why do you want to seat people in the stage, man? See, the stage should be for entrances and fireworks and everything like that. But absolutely boring. Everybody is furious about this stage design. Some people are telling this is giving WrestleMania 17 vibes. Bro, WrestleMania 17 was like 25 years ago. See, we have come more than a quarter of a century, and still this is what we get after 3 good WrestleMania stages. We are getting this kind of shit. Ryan Vlogs 16J7P said hi. Hi, Ryan Vlogs. What did you think of WrestleMania last night? That's what I'm saying, bro. WrestleMania sucked, in my opinion. Did you like yesterday's WrestleMania? Personally, I did not like WrestleMania at all. This was one of the worst WrestleManias I've seen for more than 25 years. I've been watching wrestling, but yesterday was the worst. I've seen worst main event, worst pyrotechnics, worst stage, not good matches. The only good match that I've seen yesterday was Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Everything was best from the top to bottom. The entrance, the match, after the match, everything was so perfect. Gunther versus Seth Rollins was the match of the night yesterday, according to my opinion. So, what did you think, Ryan Vlogs? What was your favorite match of yesterday? Uh, Mine was Seth Rollins versus Gunther. So, guys, could you please comment on your favorite match of yesterday and how much it could have been made better on yesterday's WrestleMania? I'm a Randy Orton fan, so no, but I'm also a Liv Morgan fan, so yeah, I'm kind in the middle. It's my first WrestleMania. I only got into wrestling on February. Okay. You are a newcomer. Okay. So I'm not disappointing you, but things could have been on a higher level. Guys, you should have been a wrestling fan back 3 years ago in WrestleMania 40. It was like Avengers Endgame, man. It was like Avengers Endgame, that WrestleMania 40. That level of heat and that matchup we are not getting on this year's WrestleMania. It's absolutely boring. So Ryan Vlogs, I think I'm suggesting you to go watch the old WrestleMania shows and you just compare that shows to this one, and you will be disappointed, bro. But since you are a newcomer, I hope it's just getting better. And personally, in my opinion, WrestleMania could have been made much bigger. And one of the most highlight show was that Paige returning, AEW Saraya returning, and she claimed the tag team titles. That's actually a shocker in my opinion. Coming back after 8 years and winning the tag team titles in the first match, that too at WrestleMania, WWE really pulled the trigger on that one. Yes. I did not expect. I kind of expected the champs retaining the titles, but Paige winning, that was an absolute shocker to me. And AJ Lee lost to Becky Lynch. Sorry, guys, but that match did not come to the expectations as well. It could have been made much bigger, that match, but that match did not live up to the expectations. Becky Lynch is a 3-time Intercontinental Champion right now, as expected, because AJ Lee is going away from WWE for a while. Then she might return later in the year or next year during the WrestleMania season. I don't think AJ Lee is going to be sticking around right now. I think the focus should go away from Becky Lynch from the Intercontinental Championship scene. She's been Intercontinental Champion for far too long now. Give the newcomers a chance, man. At least I hope on the Raw after WrestleMania we get some new entries in WrestleMania. So that's my opinion. And on WrestleMania Sunday, Ryan Vlogs, who do you think are going to win this WrestleMania Sunday matches? Do you think Femi or Brock Lesnar? Who do you think is going to win that match? Personally, I'm saying Femi is going over. I hope it's not a squash match. I hope the match doesn't end so fast and it's less than 5 minutes. Just like that old Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar matches. I don't want to see that kind of a squash match at all. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20 absolutely sucked. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33. It was kind of a squash match. But we'll see. Obafemi is going over tomorrow. And guys, who do you think is going to win the ladder match? We got 6 competitors. Who do you think is going to win the ladder match tomorrow? Is it going to be Penta, who's going to be retaining the titles? Or is going to be the new and the young OG, Javon Evans? It's going to be JD McDonough. Is he going to bring back the Intercontinental Championship to Judgment Day? Or is it going to be Ray? Or no, it's not Ray Phoenix, right? Is it Dragon Lee? Dragon Lee, or is it going to be Rusev Fudria, Rusev Machka? Who is going to win that match? Personally, I think it's going to be Javon Evans. He's going to climb the ladder and he's going to win the championship. That's what I think. So that's my prediction of tomorrow. So, my viewers, do you want to ask anything, or you can share your opinion on how WrestleMania Saturday was and how WrestleMania Sunday is going to be. It's going to be just in a few hours. In less than 3 hours, we are going to get to watch WrestleMania. So, who's going to win tomorrow? You can comment below. Comment below, we can discuss. Yeah. Comment below. We got 6 matches at WrestleMania tomorrow. Yesterday there were 7 matches and less than 1.5 hours of wrestling. I think tomorrow is going to be less than 4 hours. Actually, they advertised 8 hours of WrestleMania, and I think it's going to be less than 1 hour of wrestling tomorrow, because it's going to be obviously squash matches tomorrow, because we have Demon Finn Balor, we have Brock Lesnar. Those guys are going to be known for squashing their opponents in fast-paced matches. So I think it's going to be less than 1 hour of wrestling and 3 hours of commercials. Actually, today the only entrance that I liked was Jacob Fatu's entrance. Wow, what a masterpiece entrance they have cooked up for Jacob Fatu. That was mind-blowing. I just got goosebumps in my arms when Jacob Fatu came out. 2 guys with fire dance and all that. It was great. And the entrances, it was just like last year. WrestleMania production team absolutely is not creative at all. They are producing same kind of entrances just like last year. Logan Paul's entrance is same as last year. Then LA Knight's entrance was same as last year. The production team was absolutely lazy. I hope they are not lazy tomorrow, because I'm expecting much more on WrestleMania Sunday, in my opinion. Much more entrances, much more grandeur. At least we can just remove that fireworks spot. There's no fireworks outside the building. There's no fireworks inside the building. Maybe because TKO did not expect did not get the expected revenue from the ticket sales. That might be the reason why there is no grandeur on stage as well as pyro this one. I think TKO wanted a much more revenue out of the ticket sales. That's why there is less grandeur of WrestleMania this year. Absolutely worst piece of pyrotechnics that I've ever seen on a WrestleMania. Could have done much better. So guys, what do you think about the pyrotechnics of WrestleMania yesterday? You've seen the pyrotechnics, right? It was all graphics on the stage. Absolutely boring. So, I'm waiting for your opinions on this one. Comment below. So guys, comment below on what you feel about WrestleMania Night 2. Who's going to win the matches? We shall see. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Who do you think is going to win tomorrow? Who's going to win the ladder match? Who's going to win the United States Championship match? Who's going to win the WWE Championship? So comment below. So who's going to win WrestleMania tomorrow? Which match are you most excited to see at WrestleMania? Personally, I am waiting for Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. That's going to be the opening match of tomorrow's WrestleMania. Second most match that I want to see is the ladder match. We got 4 high flyers in that ladder match. It could be the show stealer. It could be the match of the night. So we'll see who's going to win and who's going to lose. We shall see. So guys, I'm winding up my video. So we'll see after the show. I hope every person, the correct ones, win tomorrow night. I hope WWE doesn't fumble on the winner. I hope CM Punk is going to win that match. Roman Reigns, I think, is going to go away from WWE for a long time. And I want Obafemi to win. And I want Trick Williams to win. I want Javon Evans to win. I hope WWE really pulls the trigger on this one. I hope there are no more surprises for tomorrow's WrestleMania. And that's I'm winding up my video. I'm seeing you guys. I'll be seeing you guys after the show for a live stream. So guys, who do you think is going to win tomorrow? Did you like yesterday's WrestleMania? Comment below on the sections. We can discuss whether did you like yesterday's WrestleMania or not, or do you which match do you want to see, or which match are you expecting to be the best match on tomorrow's WrestleMania? Who's going to steal the show tomorrow? Comment below. So I think Obafemi is going to win. Brock Lesnar is going to lose. Javon Evans. There's one viewer. I wanted to repeat my predictions for that one viewer. So I'm winding up my video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see after the show. Good night, and I hope it's going to be a blockbuster. I'll see you after the show.